Hello guys, it's Makeup by Eddie, your favorite Mo again, and I am back today with a new tutorial. It is a makeup tutorial, so I'll take you step to step. And first things first, we have to lay back these edges, and then we have to clean the face. We'll be using this L'Oreal micellar water to make sure that everything is out of the skin, like everything. Here I have my mousse. We are fighting as always. So you make sure that you clean the face. You can use a cotton pad, or you can use, I usually like using a makeup wipe that is wet, and then adding a few of the drops of the micellar water, or if it's a cleanser or it's anything, just whatever you had. Today I had my micellar water close with me, so I used that, and I'll be wiping off every dirt from everywhere. Then we have to go and trim the brows. I'm using my spoolie and a razor blade, and I think you can just watch. So you comb the brows up, and then you tighten the skin. That will help avoid like cutting your client's skin. So you comb them up, and then as I finish, you see, this is what I go through. Okay, so we comb the lashes up. We comb the brows up, and then we trim the brows. You have to tighten the skin. This helps kwamba usije ukamkata mteja. Hatutaki damu zianze kutoka, kwa sababu damu ikianza kutoka hapo, it doesn't stop. After that you comb them down, and any mikia ambayo itakuwa ina hang hapo, we are going to get rid of that. Hiyo tutasaidia hata after baadaye, when you're done doing your brows, the brows zinakuwa hazipandi kwa juu. So make sure everything is nice and clear, and just make sure kwamba everything is fine. You comb them up again, make sure kwamba there is nothing going zaidi ya the brows or the area that you're going to do. You're going to mark out eneo ambalo unajua kwamba this is where I'm going to do the brow. Like you have to have a picture already of how you do the brows za mteja kulingana the shape of the brow. Utapandisha juu, kama kuna excess unakata, and then just make sure kwamba everything is clean and clear. Don't go too much, don't go digging too much. Tubakishe the same shape ya mteja ambayo iko. Now I'm going to go in with setting spray. This is a setting spray. This is my favorite spray. And we are going to spray it on the face and then massage it kama tunapaka mafuta. This setting spray is by Lavi Cosmetics. It is the best. I'm telling you. The thing I love about this spray, it's sticky. It acts kama gundi. After we are done with that, we're going to take a moisturizer. You can use any moisturizer of your choice that you have and put it all over the face, just in small amounts. You don't have to use a lot. Make sure you apply it to the neck also. After you've done that, you're going to massage the product kwenye ngozi vizuri. Make sure imeingia vizuri, and also allow each and every product ambayo unapaka at least 30 to 40 seconds to sink into the skin, because if you don't, then it will pile up on the skin, and when you come and do your makeup, utashangaa vitu vinakuja juu. Don't forget to gloss that lip, ili baadaye ukija kupaka vitu, the lipstick ikae vizuri. When the lips are so dry, ukija kupaka baadaye, it will not good. Sasa tunaenda tena kwenye primer. I'm using this Note primer, and I think I'll list everything down. It is a pore minimizing, mattifying, something like that. I'm not sure if that is it, but we are going to apply the same thing. Something I like to tell people: when you're doing your primer, apply evenly everywhere, generously. Usipunje generously, lakini you just have to make sure kwamba under the eye hatufiki. So I'll apply it all over, naweka vipande, and then I blend it all over the skin. Just use light taps, tusigandamize. We don't want to move the product. We just want to make the product ingie kwenye ngozi vizuri. And that is me doing the thing. And having stories here. It's always fun having this doll in the salon. And now we're going to dive right in starting our makeup. So we are going to mix our foundation, and I usually mix a lot of foundations depending on what I'm going to mix. Like here, I think I used 3 foundations. That is this brand called Nia, like 33, 42, and 44. And after applying it, we're going to spray the same setting spray that we started with all over the makeup. And then we'll take a brush and start blending it. You have to make sure kwamba you're light-handed, usigandamize the brush. We want a blend. We don't want to do anything. So the spray helps kufanya ile foundation ambayo ulikuwa umepaka irudi kwenye unyevunyevu wake. And then when unakuja kublend, inakuwa ni easy to blend, and also it acts kama ina stick. I've told you this spray acts kama gundi. Mimi napendaga kuita gundi yangu. So it will help everything sit. After that, you take a beauty blender and go through everything else to make sure kwamba the blend is seamless. Now I'm diving in with my cream blush from Moisturizing Cosmetics. I think this is in the blushing 103 strawberry, something like that. I will write everything in the description below. You're going to blend it in the apples of the cheek of the client. Then we'll go ahead and do contouring. The good thing with today's makeup, it's cheap. What I'm using there as a contour is a foundation from the same brand, Nia. I'll write the numbers below. And we're just mixing it, and we're bringing it just below the blusher that we applied. You're going to mix it and make sure that kwamba zina marry. You have to marry the blush and the contour. Blend it and then go on with a beauty blender. You see, every time I start with a brush, I come with a beauty blender. That is to just make sure kwamba everything is blended perfectly. If you want your makeup to look good, guys, you have to blend. Blend. Now let's get into that nose. We want to contour this nose. I usually don't like when the contour is too much. I mean, it's very visible. We just want that beautiful look, lakini hatuhami kwa mteja alivyo. So you're going to have to be keen on the shades that you're using. We don't want a very harsh contour. We just want something ambayo inaweka tu just dimension and everything. I'm blending out this with a brush that is tinier, and then I'm going to go over again with a beauty blender just to make sure kwamba hakuna zile mistari ambazo ukiziangalia unaona kabisa this is where this is starting. Tunataka mtu akiangalia anaweza kuona and remember, we're just enhancing the features of we are not doing surgery here. So just try and make kila kitu kikae vizuri. Tusiende too much overboard. Now we are going to take in another foundation. I did not use concealer in this video, by the way. I just used foundation, and you will see how this came out. Just foundation. I was just using foundation for this look. So that is why I'm saying this is a very cheap thing to do. You can do this with just your foundation. I'm using a foundation, and I'm blending this in the areas that I'm highlighting, under the eyes, the forehead. We'll also be using at the bridge of the nose. We'll be putting it later on. You'll see it on the video, and on the chin. So you have to make sure that it blends perfectly. Marry it to the blush, and then you're good to go. So that is me doing on the bridge. Yeah, just create a line, just a thin line, and you're going to use either a brush, or you're going to pinch your beauty blender, the tiniest thing, and try to make sure that it blends that way. So that's just me doing. You have to be fast, by the way. If you do not do that in a fast manner, it will crease. I find that it creases a lot, or it gets dry so much if you don't hurry up. We will go in with our setting powder now. This setting powder is RCMA, no color powder, something like that. And we're going to see every time you're doing this powder, you're going to tap on the powder, making sure that the first layer that you put is less, and you have to blend. Utaona mwanzo pale I did a blend. You blend and then you place it, because sometimes under the eye unakuta kuna mtu ana fine lines. If you don't blend fast, as you can see me doing, utakuta you're setting something that has already creased. So you blend, and then you take in your powder, and you go with small layers, build up small layers, and then you add up at the latter stage. So this is me just patting everything down under the eyes. You go step by step. After blending this eye, you apply. After blending the other eye, you apply. That is just us trying to avoid a lot of creasing and whatnot. Then another trick that you have is take a brush, the end of a brush, and pull the skin up, because under the eyes, there will always be some. It doesn't matter how young you are, you just have to pull that skin up, apply some more setting powder so that it goes into those fine lines, and it makes your makes your foundation or your concealer just set perfectly. Now you're going to go into the eyes. I'm using a concealer, not a concealer. I said today I'm not using no concealer. I'm using a foundation that I mixed the foundation to create a base for me as I do this eyeshadow. And today we will be using the Lovey Cosmetic what is this? Okay, I said I will write them down below. It's a palette that I usually love. It is very fast. Whenever I want to do a nude look, I'll use it. You'll see it here. And then we're going to blend that concealer. Make sure kwamba it's blended. If you want your makeup to look good, you gotta blend. Blend. Mpaka mkono uume wanasema. Blend until your hand hurts. So I'm going to blend that concealer, or that foundation, or that primer if you have a primer, whatever fits you. Then you take a matte shadow. You see, something I like to do, take a matte shadow of your liking. Like here, I'm using a white. It is the white shade in this palette, and I'm using it to put it on the area of the eye, on the lid, the eyelid area. Because most of the time when you use concealers, you'll find that people start on the outside part. Sorry guys, I'm off it. You use the outside part, and then by the time you're coming to do the inner part of the eye, unakuta imeshaanza ku crease, and then you have to go back again with concealer or primer, and I don't like that. So I usually start by setting the concealer with a powder and a matte shadow. I don't like usually using powder. I prefer to use a matte shadow. If I want something silver, I'll do something that itakuja kuifanya silver ionekane. Or if I'm going to do gold, you'll find me starting with a yellow base so that when I come and put gold on top, it inawaka zaidi. Then we'll start creating some dimension kwenye jicho. I'm taking my brown, is a brown shade from this palette, and I'm trying to use it in the outer corner of the eye, blending it throughout. And the brushes I'm using here, by the way, are from Nia. They are soft and they are very cute. They are brushes that I've been using them for some time now, and I like how they do the job. We go under the eye, and we're using the same brown that we used on top. We are going to smudge that area. We're going to smoke the area, and we are connecting it with the upper part of the eye, as you can see. We are going later to intensify a bit the look. We don't want it too dramatic, so we're just taking a bit of the black eyeshadow in this palette, and we're using it in the outermost corner of the eye, like we're joining it with the lashes, just to give it that amped look kidogo. And then after we are done with that, we are going to mix everything together, and then we're going to do an eyeliner. I'm using the jet black liner. I think this is from Lavi also. Today is Tanzanian brands. I'm telling you, today is something that you can readily get, readily available. Everything that I'm using today, sio vitu vya fujo, no. It's to show you guys that you don't really need $1 million things. You don't need the most expensive products to create a beautiful look. You just need to know how to work on your craft. So I'm using this eyeliner and I'm putting it on the waterline, and I'm also going to put it on the inner corner of the eye. So you just tell your client to angalie chini, and then don't close they should not close their eyes ili uweze kupata that gap ya kuweza kupaka that liner. We are attaching it with the lashes. We just want akifungua jicho ionekane kama it's seamless. That's just what we want. So I'm doing it. We're not doing no perfect liner. We just want something ambayo itasaidia kufanya the lashes zake zionekane kama ziko more, and then we are going to smudge or smoke out that liner that we did, because we don't want it sharp, we don't want it in a very dimension. So I'm pulling the skin up using a brush that is a tipped brush. It's also from Nia. We are going to blend everything, and then to the magic, guys. This is my secret, and I'm not sorry, but this is what I do. If you have that eyeshadow that doesn't pop, or you have that eyeshadow primer that you always use and your makeup cracks, or your eyeshadow after some time breaks, this is it. Just use a spiking glue, this gel spiking glue. Since I started doing hair, I have been using this, and it's magical. You take a pinch of the product, you apply it on the matte eyeshadow that you applied, and then come and put on the glitter or the shimmer or anything that you want to put. It will stick there forever. They will marry until the client wants to get rid. So I also used a shimmer color from Lavi's highlight palette, as you've seen there before, and then I'm just blending everything together, mixing everything in together to make sure it's blendless and seamless. Going up to the powder, we are going to dust off that powder. I am using this palette from Passy Pristine. It's a palette that I've been using for ages. It is very lightweight. It has like a variety of 12 colors. It is a palette that have like 12 colors together. So it's nice, and it's affordable, by the way. So you are going to blend that, you dust off that, and I like dusting off using a color. Like I'll take the shade that matches the client face, and then that is what we will use to brush off that product, rather than just using a clear brush. I feel like it puts on some pigment into the shade of whatever we are doing, and then you take the powder again, go all over the face with the powder that is over skin, all over the face with the big. Now you see I changed the brush, so we're using a big puff powder brush, and you're going to put this all over the face, all over the neck, and so then, guys, we are going to go to the next step. That will be the brows. I'm just letting you see how we like. Makeup is from the head to the neck. You just can't be doing your face and then leaving out the neck. That will not look good. That is me doing some contour. I'm still using a powder that is darker. I'm not using no bronzer today, no nothing. It is just the same powders, just the darker powders that I'm using to contour. And then I'm going to intensify the blush a bit with I used an eyeshadow, by the way, a pink eyeshadow I used with the brush, and then that is what I used to amp up the cheeks for today. Then we are going to do our brows, use the same gel that we used, the spiking gel, to set it in place, that it doesn't move all out through the day. And now we're going to do the lips. So I'm lining the lips, and I am using brown. There is this lipstick from Lavi that is brown. Sometimes I don't like that it's not as brown as I want, so I usually take a brow gel and I mixed it with that lipstick just to make it more brown or the color that I want. You know, in makeup, there is no restrictions. You can always do what you feel like will work. Just look at your product. You want a brown, just look at what will work for you. You don't have to like kujifunga kwamba I must have this, no. So I'm just lining my lips, doing a brown liner there. And then there was this lip shade that I wanted. There was this nudish color that I wanted, but I couldn't get. So I used a red lipstick from Nvera, and then I mixed it with the foundation. You know, you mix it with the foundation to get a color that you want. You can get like 15 shades from a lipstick if you're a person who likes doing working with complexion. I mean, like mixing things. Like you can use a concealer, you can use your tones just to create something that you want. And that is what I did, and I got this color that I got. I don't even know the shade or the color because I mixed everything. So I'm just blending it, making sure that the lines are not tough. Then we're going to do highlighting. Remember, we use the highlighter for the eye. I'm using the same highlighter, just placing it on the cheekbones. I'll go and have it on the forehead, and then we're going to have it on the bridge of the nose, and then finally we're going to use it on the chin. We just want to get that glow. Just get that glow. Not too much glow, but we want, like, when somebody faces the light, you can see like the skin is healthy. You know, highlight makes the skin look healthy and you feel like you're glowing. So I'll always have some highlight. Must not be too much, but make sure that you do a tip on the nose, just a tip. And yes, another tip on the chin. And then you're going to blend that out with a brush just to make sure it's seamless. Hatutaki tuonekane kama tumeweka kidoti. We want to make sure it's seamless and all that. So that is me trying to do what I was talking about earlier. We are almost done, and now we're about to do the lashes. These lashes are from, I don't know, they're just the lashes that I saw and I thought they were good. So I put them with a glue and just use them on the outer corner of the eye. The lash doesn't have to come all the way from the part. Then something you do, use a brush and use your mascara to attach the lashes together. You're going to attach your falsies to your natural lashes using a brush. The mascara I'm using here is a mascara that is from Lashes TZ. If you know Lashes TZ, this is where this mascara is from. It's very affordable and it's very good. It's waterproof. You will cry, it will not come off. So you can go grab yours, guys. And always try to make sure that the eye is lifted. You know, when you're doing your lashes, try to make sure that the eye is lifted. We are going to do a gloss. I'm using a Nia gloss. This is also a gloss from Nia, the same brand that I've been using in the foundation, whatever. And we are going to apply it on top using a brush. And yes, guys, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. I hope you guys learned something. If there is anything, there is another look that you would want me to do, feel free to comment down below so that I can know what to bring to you guys. So today we're just doing this soft and seamless look, and I was trying basically to make sure I show you guys that you can get something beautiful without having to use the most expensive products. So that's me finishing up with the lower lash line. We are making sure everything is intact, and then we are going to seal this with a seal it. This is a seal it setting. Is it a setting? I think this is a fixing spray. There is a difference between setting and fixing. And there is it, guys. This is our full look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Ciao.